probably one of my most favorite styles of 2020, and I didn't think it would be, to be honest. You guys, so let's get right into this tutorial. So I'm starting off on freshly washed and blow dried hair, and I'm just gonna start sectioning off my hair to get the foundation all set to go. So I'm parting each side of my hair and also parting the back right here to do 2 rows of braids, of single braids, like I'm doing like so. So this is the foundation that I'm doing. So I'm gonna do these single braids throughout the perimeter of my hair. So because my locks are slim, I want to make sure my braids are kind of on the smaller side as well. I don't want really big sections with really slim locks. That just is not proportionate. So that's all I'm doing here. And I'm also pulling out a little extra hair because these are butterfly locks, so they're going to give me a little bit more of a messier look. And since my baby hair are quite long, they're not super thick, but they're pretty long, I just have to pull them out to begin with. So I ended up having about 23 braids in the front, and in the back right here, I have 9 braids, and that's just what I came up with. We're all gonna be different. We all have different head shapes. And here I realized that I messed up. I should have braided the front braids into the back, but it's okay. Where there is a will, there's a way, y'all. So I just ended up twisting it, and it ended up working out. Like, it stayed just as much as it would have if I was to, you know, braid it all together. So from here, I'm just gonna take those braids and just connect them all. I'm just gonna do some cornrows, and this is the end result of my braid pattern. So I'm gonna give you guys a 360 view. Huge tip, make sure your braids aren't too tight, because mine ended up being a little bit too tight and it was hard to pull the locks through when crocheting. So just keep them a little on the looser side. All right, you guys, so let's get into this hair that Beauty Depot sent me. This is the Nala Tress Butterfly Locks from Janet Collection. I have mine in color 2, and they're 24 inches long, and each lock is 100% handmade, y'all. Handmade locks, and these locks are already done, already pre-distressed for you, so you don't have to worry about doing the wrapping and, you know, making your own locks yourself. You can just crochet these bad boys in and you will be good to go. So let's get into it, y'all. So I am crocheting mine in, as I said previously, but you are able to do these individually as well. So individual locks, you do have options as far as how you want to install them. So I'm just simply crocheting and pulling the end of it through. And I want to point out just a few things to y'all. You must be careful with these locks because they are handmade. You just want to be a little bit more on the gentler side of things. And also, when you are pulling the strand through like I am, be careful not to rush through it. Don't rush through this process, because you will move the little loops that are on here and they will kind of bunch up. So I'm going to show you guys that again. This is very easy. It's like crocheting any other hair. To me, I just had to slow it down a little bit because I did get a little bit frustrated. I'm going to be honest with y'all, because in the beginning I just kept kind of pulling the lock through and it would just bunch up right at the base right when I was finished, and I was like, oh my god, I was so frustrated. But I figured out the best way to apply these, and I'm going to tell you guys that in just a second. But I can say my biggest tip is just to take your time and don't rush through this process. I think I figured out the best way to put these in. Once you get it opened up, which is not really hard, it's typically one end of it is going to be looser than the other. So I just focus on that end and pull it through a little bit. I realized, let me just crochet this one in somewhere. Pretty much just keep pulling little by little. Don't just try and yank it all the way through, because these little, like the distress part, the little loops on the actual lock, they move. They don't just stay there, they can move. And what'll happen is it'll bring all those little loops together to one big bunch, and then you won't be able to pull the rest of the hair through once you're like almost done pulling it. So pull it just gently, little by little, and you should be okay. I can't see. Installing it just like that. All right, hey y'all, so I am back with the final look, and I have a few things I want to talk about. I got to get off my chest, so let me just get started. I'm just gonna quickly start off with the biggest con, because I feel like the good outweighed it completely. But I have to be honest with you guys, and I've got to tell you my experience. So my biggest issue, kind of sorta, with this hair, with these locks, were just the loop, it's just the opening of the hair. It took me quite a while with the first maybe 2 packs of hair, maybe 2.5 packs, to get that installed. It took me about 45 minutes, y'all. I was so frustrated because I was so excited to put these in. I just knew they were gonna be cute, which they are, but I just thought it was gonna take me 45 minutes to complete my entire head, right? So for me to do 45 minutes just to do 2 packs, 2.5 packs, I was a little but I noticed 2 things. I noticed that every pack was not the same, which makes sense because these are 100% handmade locks. When it comes to things that are handmade, not everything is gonna be the same. So I actually found that some packs I got through in 10 minutes, maybe less than 10 minutes, I want to say. My other thing is I'm not the biggest fan that it only comes with, I think it's 10 locks per pack. I would love to see more locks added to a pack. I think I had about 7 packs of hair. I really didn't even count, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm not really sure how much this look will end up costing you, but I will say it's definitely meant for a longer protective style. Because I am me and I change my hair all the time, I'm talking about if I wasn't me. So if I were you, I wouldn't install these, take the time to install them and then take them out within a week or 2. I would go into it thinking that I'm gonna wear these until I can't wear them anymore. Let's get on to the good, because like I said, I feel like the good, the whole style just outweighed the negative. The negative would not stop me from wearing and installing these again. So once you kind of get the flow of how to install them, open them, loop them, and all that kind of stuff, it ended up just kind of going much smoother at the end. I love the lock. I love how they made it. I love how they did the little loops on here, if you guys can see that, making it look, of course, like a butterfly lock. They're not heavy. I actually thought that they were going to be much heavier than this. I'm not saying they're super light. They do have some weight to them, but they're not I'm dying over here, you know what I mean? You just feel them on your head. I don't feel like they're pulling on my edges, pulling on my scalp. They're not causing any irritation. I will also say, I just wanted to try this braid pattern because I've never tried it, and I saw Chrissy on here, Chrissy Cousins here on YouTube do this, and so I wanted to try it and see how it would come out, because she did a fantastic job. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this braid pattern just yet, because I feel like there are gaps right here, they're big enough gaps. Maybe I didn't do it right. Who knows? That is highly possible, but I don't hate it, but I feel like it could use some tweaking, or maybe I need to go back and watch a video or something like that, which is highly possible because I'm not perfect. I kind of think just doing individuals in the front and then crocheting the back would have been a better option, or just doing individuals flat out. That's just my first thoughts. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it, y'all. They feel good, they're soft, they look cute. This is probably one of my most favorite styles of 2020, and I didn't think it would be, to be honest. I know y'all see this look is absolutely everything and more, so head over to shopbeautydepot.com. I do have a coupon code for y'all to save 10% off of your order, so get them before they sell out. Great job, Janet Collection, on this look, on these locks. I will put everything down below in the description box for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, put them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you, and I will talk to you in my next video.